Hi teachers. Today I'm pretty excited to announce that we're going to be moving towards a electronic IEP request form. So those papers that you've been filling out for the last few years, several years, we're going to be moving away from those, and we're going to be submitting IEP request forms electronically. They're going to be going to our scheduler in a ticket format. And we really believe that this is going to help speed up some of the processes. It'll allow you to check the status of IEPs and make sure that they've been submitted correctly. And we're really excited for this. I'm going to show you how we're going to do a test ticket. And we're going to ask every teacher to go ahead and submit a test ticket. Like I said in my email today, we're not going to ask you to start submitting them yet. IEP requests yet through this system, just because we want to make sure that everyone has a chance to do a test ticket. As soon as you do a test ticket and we make sure all the kinks are all worked out, then we're going to be able to start submitting them. So we'll let you know the official effective date of when we're going to move towards this system. But we hope it's going to be fairly easy for you to submit. It's mostly just going to be drop downs. And there's also going to be some cool things that you'll be able to do on the back end. So I have added this link here in Symbaloo. It says IEP meeting request. If you click on that box, you'll notice that there's a new box that says new ticket IEP scheduling. You're going to click on this, and it's going to take you to a website called Happy Fox. I know it's a kind of a funny name, but Happy Fox is the new system that we're going to be using. We may see it for other things. On the very top, it's going to say PCOE IEP meeting request form. A couple things I'm just going to walk through, and then we'll actually fill out the form. So please make sure that when we're filling out this form that you make sure that all the information is correct, of course. Some reminders of the due dates. If there's an annual or triennial that are close in date, please make sure we combine those and use the earlier date. Parent request, behavior reviews, and 30-day interim placements. 30-day interims are when a student has moved from outside of the SELPA into the SELPA. Those must be held within 30 days. Assessment reviews have a 60-day timeline when the AP was received by the school. So when we actually receive the AP, it's 60 days from then. And that timeline pauses or tolls when the school is out of session for 6 or more consecutive days. Some reminder on participants. All service providers, direct and console, are required for triennials or kindergarten transition meetings, including the nurse and psychologist. Console providers are optional for annual meetings. And if multiple parents need to be invited, a student lives with a foster parent, has a different educational rights holder, etc., any information, please put that in the message box below. Happy Fox kind of uses a somewhat of a email type system at the very bottom. You'll notice that. In the subject line, we're going to ask you to please put the student's full name, not the initials. I know it's a little bit of a paradigm shift there, but please put the student's full name and the meeting type. So for example, if the student's name is Johnny Smith, we're going to ask you to put Johnny Smith annual/triennial, or Johnny Smith behavior review, whatever it may be. In the message box, please put any additional information needed for the schedulers, such as if legal will be present, other participants are needed, if the IEP has already been scheduled with parents, etc. If you have any updates to the IEP requests, like for example, parent has asked that this meeting be moved to a different date, you'll be able to log into your Happy Fox account, and so they'll be tracked in the ticket queue. And I'm going to show you how to log in a little bit. So those are just some reminders on this form. Let's go ahead and submit a ticket together right now. And again, I'm going to ask everyone to please submit a ticket. So please make sure you do that. So your requester information is you. I'm going to actually submit one. I'm going to put it under Bryce Lauritsen. And I'm going to put in my home email, so please don't spam me. And I'm going to put in my work email. Now the due date, let's just say again, it's about due on March 18th, for example. The student's name, we're going to put in Johnny Smith. Teacher's name, I'm just going to say the teacher's name is Justin Moore, my fantastic secretary. And the school of attendance is Olive Ranch. District of Special Education Accountability, that's the district of residence. That's the fancy term, so that's the district. A couple of reminders. If over here there's little I boxes, those will have some information. So a couple things. If a student is going to be moving to a different class, so we have the big bulk IEPs that we schedule. Say, for example, that the student's in your class, but they're going to be moving to a different teacher for next year. Put that different teacher if you know who that is. If not, you can put new teacher next year. If they're going to be moving to a different site, please put that new site. Otherwise, go ahead and just put your information. So let's just say that Johnny Smith is from Roseville City, and Bryce Lordson is the coordinator. And there's all these different meeting types. Now, I know with the transition to Cyrus, these are the meeting types that are available in Cyrus, just so you're aware. So we're going to say it's an annual and a triennial. And this student is also transitioning to middle school. So we're going to be putting those as all the different meeting types that we can select. We have a suspicion that a lot of families are going to be wanting to do IEPs virtually still. I think we've all seen some benefits of those. So the parent may say, you know, even if I can do it in person, I still may want to have it virtually. So you're going to put in virtual. And the IEP minutes, recommendation, we're saying 60 minutes for annuals, 90 minutes for triennials. And since it is a triennial, I'm going to go ahead and put in 90 minutes. And let's just say that the dad's name is Bob Smith and Sally Jones are the parents. Students not 15, so we're not going to invite them. And I need to think about some other people that need to come. And there's a whole long list of all these different people that could come. You don't need to fill in every box. They're not required. But you just need to fill in the people who are required. So she does have an ALTA rep. And the ALTA's rep is M. Mouse at altaregional.org. I'm not sure if that's correct. And general education. I work at a host site, Olive Ranch, where the district provides the host site, or excuse me, the general education. It's a triennial, so I'm going to make sure that we mark that the psych and the nurse has to be there. And then Johnny also has behavior services, occupational therapy, and speech, and I'm going to put that they're required. And it's a triennial, but he also has DHH itinerant services. So we're going to put required. And he also has a social worker, a PCOE social worker. And there's also some other participants. So I'm going to say, yes, there's other participants. Now down here is that email part where you're going to put in. And I'm just going to put in the subject line, Johnny Smith. I'm going to put annual, trans to middle school. Okay. And I'm going to put that there's other participants. Those could be, please put their names or titles, and just maybe I'm just going to put in a parent will be bringing legal representation. And so that's just information there. Here's a CC. If you ever want to make sure that it goes to a different email, this ticket, you can CC it. You don't have to. Also, if there's something that you need to attach to this ticket, you can attach it there. If not, and you're all done and everything's been submitted, didn't take too long, you can go ahead and click Submit. All right, and that's it. So it'll tell you, thank you for checking for your request. To check the status, please log into your account and please communicate with the scheduler through your account. So when you create your first ticket, it's going to actually send you an email and it says, please create your Happy Fox account for PCOE. So when you click on that email, it'll actually give you an activation link, and you can click on that link and it's going to ask you just to create a password. So go ahead and create whatever password you want. Just make sure it has all the elements that it needs to have, and you'll confirm your account. And it will actually go and show you all of your different tickets that you've submitted, which is kind of cool. And so as you submit more and more, it'll actually have all of the tickets that you've submitted, including this ticket that you've just submitted right now. And so all of these tickets, it'll show you the statuses, which will be here. And for you guys, the statuses, you guys will have IEP scheduling. And for the statuses, it'll either be new, it may show that it's in progress, that Bettina or whoever's scheduling has received it. It may be on hold for whatever reason. It may show as scheduled. And so all of those different things may be available. If you need to, you can click into the ticket and it shows you some of the information that's on there. It'll also actually show you some of the information of what are all the different fields that are in here. And if you need to change something, you can actually reply to Bettina or whoever's scheduling and say, hi, I forgot to add the OI specialist. Can you please make sure she is invited to the IEP? And you can say also, parent, let me know they are only available on Wednesdays. And you send that reply, and that reply will go straight to Bettina, and Bettina will be able to track those, and she'll be able to reply to your email. And so this kind of becomes almost like an email where all of this is going to be tracked together. So the hope is that you'll be able to just keep the status of your tickets a little bit cleaner, and that they'll all be inside of here, and you'll be able to check all of your IEP requests, where they're being scheduled. And if you can only imagine on Bettina's side that she's got about 150 to 300 IEPs that she schedules on a yearly basis. So it'll allow her to track all of the IEPs. You also will get an IEP right here. You'll get an invite, just a message which says, here's the ticket ID for the one that you've checked. And if you need to check the status of that IEP, you can click on the link. And it will actually take you in here. If you're not signed in, you can always just go to iep.pcoe.happyfox.com and you can sign in with your login and password, and it will take you to all of your IEPs. Now I'm going to log in actually on the other side of this, and I'm going to show you what it would look like if you got an email back. So hold on one second. So I've actually gone in to my account, my admin account, and I've actually replied to the email that we sent, which said add the OI specialist in the Wednesdays. So you'll actually get a reply right here from either me or Bettina or whoever's scheduling that says, sure, I've updated the OI specialist and noted the Wednesdays. So you'll be able to reply. If you want to, you can go right into your email and log back in to your account. And all of those have been tracked inside of here. So you'll be able to see all of those different communications which are happening and be able to track all of your tickets. So what I'm going to ask everyone to do right now is please make sure you submit a ticket. You can make up whatever name you want. My preference would be right now is make sure that, why don't you go ahead and put your name. So if it is Tammy Lauer or Tasha Coleman or Craig Leachman or whoever you may be, please go ahead and put your name as scheduling an IEP for you, and then go ahead and schedule the IEP. Make sure you create an account, and that way we'll just check that, make sure that everyone has learned how to do the IEP request system. Like I said in my email, if you have any feedback, please go ahead and give us any feedback like, oh, I really like this system, which would be great feedback. I'm glad to hear it. Or if you have any things that would be constructive feedback that would be able to say, could we try this or try that, to see if there's any modifications we can make to make it a little simpler for you guys. If you have any questions, please let us know. Again, please do not start submitting tickets in here until we let you know that we're all ready and set to go. If you have any questions, please, again, reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much. Have a good day.